All right. All right. Thank you, folks, for joining us again today. I'm back here with Jenna, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. The birds are out here. There's been squirrels up in the canopies here. So this is going to be our last live stream we do for a little bit. The next upcoming classes will be live premieres. So there's some things we can do with recording we can't quite do with live yet. So join us for this last live class. This will be a special one. And then the next one will be live premieres. So we can all still be together in one space at one time. But we can do some really beautiful things to even have you have a better experience. So this is a live 360 class. If you folks have on an Oculus here, you'll notice if you're in a web browser down in the corner, you'll hit full screen. And then there's a little drop down that says 2D. Before you hit 2D, choose the highest quality. Then you want to select 2D 360, and now you'll be able to look up and look down. And just a little tip, I got the Elite, the Pro strap for my Oculus, and it's a great addition for you to be able to do things like downward dog and things like that with really a lot of ease. If you folks have a mobile headset that is going into your Android device or your iPhone, what you want to do is open this video on the YouTube app. And in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see a pair of glasses. So you'll tap those glasses, and you'll see two videos side by side. Put your phone into your VR glasses, put them on your head, and now you can look up, down, and all around. And of course, if you're on a computer or a tablet, you can use your finger or your mouse to drag around the screen. All right. One other tip: if you look down, you'll see the mat below you. It's easiest. I think it's the best experience if you take the mat and you orient it, your mat in the direction of the mat below you. I think that's really helpful. And then also you'll see two props, and if you want to place your props in those same exact places, then you'll know exactly where to grab them. And with that, I'll let you take it away, Jenna.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you, Stephen. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your mindful flow this morning, this evening, wherever you are. You can begin by taking an easy seat, cross-legged position, Sukhasana, and place your hands on your thighs. You can lower your gaze down to the floor. You can soften your gaze here or close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Soften the shoulders. Feel the hips rooted down into the floor. Long spine, energy reaching out through the crown of your head. And we breathe. As you start to notice your breath, let's take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Notice the rise and fall of the chest and of the belly as you inhale and exhale. Notice the three-dimensionality of your breath. So we feel the breath in the front of the body. But can you feel your breath in the sides of your body? Can you notice your breath in the back of the body, in your back space? Your whole torso expanding and contracting with each breath. Let's start to deepen that breath now. Taking a longer inhale through the nose and a longer exhale through the nose. Beginning to soften in, ground down, and find presence within this moment, within this space. Three more breaths. Nice and steady, no force. As you take your next exhale, you can open up your eyes if they were closed. Return back to your neutral breath and take a moment to just observe the space you're in. Noticing the trees, the vibrancy of color, maybe you notice different shapes around you. What are the shapes of the leaves? Different lines of the branches. Bring your gaze back forward and notice something right in front of you. Keep your gaze there. We inhale, open the arms out nice and wide. As you exhale, bring the arms back in close, taking the opposite hand to the heart, opposite hand to the belly. Inhale, repeat, open out nice and wide, fingertips reaching out. And exhale, pull it all back in. Opposite hand to heart, opposite hand to belly. Inhale, reach out long, expansive. And exhale, pull it back in. One last one, big reach out, big stretch. And exhale, pull the energy back in, close to your body. Take both hands down onto the mat and rotate over towards your right. So the left hand goes to the right thigh, and we turn and look behind us. What do we notice here as we take this twist? And on your next exhale, you can come back through to center, gently turn the opposite direction. Twisting over to the left. And what's over here on the left side? What images do you see? On your next exhale, pull through back to center. Interlace your hands together and create some figure eights with your wrists. And then go the opposite direction, other way. Good. Extend both hands out in front of you, stretching the fingers. And inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Watch the hands as they fall down. Inhale, arch up, expand, look up. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, reach up, nice and tall. Exhale, fall down, hollow out the belly here. Inhale, one more expansion, reaching up. Exhale, separate the hands as the hands trail behind you. Puff out the chest, open up the heart to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, release. Great. Let's come to our hands and knees, facing the top of the mat. Shoulders stacked over wrists, and hips are stacked over the knees. Inhale, arch the spine, look forward for cow. And exhale, curve, hollow out the belly as you look down for cat. Repeat, inhale, arch the spine, look forward. And exhale, curve, look down at the navel. Continue with this motion, connecting each movement to your breath. Working through the spine, working through the body. You can now take this into some hip circles. And as you take these circles, can you really feel your palms rooted down into the floor? Pressing the floor away with the hands, with the arms. Maybe you take some neck circles here as well. Exploring and moving for another 3, 2, and 1. Come back through to center. Inhale, send the right arm up towards the sky. Look up, reach up. And exhale, let's thread that hand through behind the left. We repeat, inhale, lift up, look up. And exhale, thread it through. One more time, inhale, reach up. As you exhale, let's thread through. You can rest the arm down onto the mat. You can even rest the head down onto the side. Breathe here as you stretch open. One more inhale. And exhale, you can bring that arm right back up, reaching up. And lower it down onto the mat. We go to the other side. Left arm reaches up nice and tall. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach the arm up. Look up. Exhale, pull it through. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, thread the needle. You can rest your arm on the mat. Maybe rest the side of the head on the mat here too. We're opening up the upper back here. Also stretching the arms, stretching the shoulders. Last inhale. And exhale, come back through, reach the left arm up tall. And place the hand back down onto the mat. Tuck both of your toes under and lift the knees up and off the mat for box plank. Press the mat away with your arms, with your hands, and there's space in between the fingers. Your fingers are opened out nice and wide. Squeezing that core for another 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down onto the mat. Take your big toes together and place both forearms onto the mat. From here, you can rock side to side. Maybe finding a little stretch in the shoulders here as you rock side to side. Grounding down. And softening in. Okay, you can come back through to center. Plant both hands back down onto the mat. Tuck the toes and lift the hips as you take a downward facing dog. Pedal through the legs left to right. You can take the legs out wide here if you'd like. Eventually making your way into a nice sturdy downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Plant both heels down into the mat. We inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, send the right leg back. And exhale, plant it in between the hands. Lower the back knee and raise the arms up tall for Anjanayasana Low Lunge. Tailbone is pressing straight down. Arms are reaching straight up. Energy in the fingertips here. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down. Tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee, and twist over to the right. Right hand lifts up. Lengthen through the collarbones as you reach up towards the trees. And exhale, lower the hand down onto the mat. Let's step that right leg back into a high plank. Pause in high plank here for an inhale. And exhale, press the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the left leg up tall. And exhale, place it in between the hands, lower the back knee, lift the arms up, Anjanayasana. As you reach the arms up, your shoulders can come up by the ears here too, that's okay. That's all a part of the reach. Good. Another inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down onto the mat. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and twist to the left. 3 breaths as you take this twist. Arms are reaching out nice and long as a tree branch. And on your next exhale, you can lower the left hand down. Look forward as you step forward into a forward fold at the top of the mat. You're more than welcome to use your blocks here to prop your hands if you need to. You can also take the hands to the floor or to the shins. Rounding the spine, letting the head go, letting any tension in the neck release as you ground down in this forward fold, sending the hips up towards the sky. Bend both knees and slowly roll up to standing. Inhale, lift both arms up tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Lower the hands down by your side for mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, expand as you dive down. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, plant the hands down. Walk both of your feet back into a high plank. We pause in high plank for an inhale. Exhale, lower the knees and lower the chest all the way down. Inhale, come up low cobra, open up the chest. And exhale down. Inhale, lift up once again, open up. Exhale down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift up and pause. What do you see in front of you? Can you find presence here as we take this back bend? Last 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg back. And exhale, place it in between the hands. Lift up nice and tall for a crescent high lunge. Find your balance here. Again, thinking about rooting down into this posture, pressing down through the feet. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, connect your left upper arm to your right outer thigh. Take a twist. Looking over to the right, or maybe looking up at the sky. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come back up through center and lower the hands down onto the mat. Press your right leg back into a downward facing dog. You can pedal through the legs here. And send both heels down into the mat. Inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, place it in between the hands. Press into both feet as you rise up. High lunge. Grounding down. Tailbone presses down. Another inhale. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, twist over to the left, connecting your right upper arm to your left outer thigh. Maybe your gaze is over to the left, or maybe you look up at the trees. Practicing balance here for another 3, 2, and 1. Press through the feet to come back up. Lower the hands down onto the mat and step the left leg back into downward facing dog. Let's bend both knees, look forward, and take a walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway, and exhale, forward fold. Bend both knees, reach both arms up tall. Exhale, sit the hips back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Open up the chest and look forward. Feel some heat building in the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist over to the left, connecting the right arm to the left thigh. We open up the chest here. And exhale, come back through center. Inhale. Exhale, twist over to the other side, to the right. Another cycle of breath. And exhale back through center. Straighten out both legs, reach the arms up nice and tall. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, plant the hands down. Walk both of the feet back. Press the floor away with the hands. Lower the knees, lower the chest down. Inhale, come up low cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 grounding breaths here for yourself. Feeling the heels press down towards the floor. Feeling your spine lengthen. Inhale, let's send the right leg back. And exhale, place it in between the hands. Press into both feet and lift up nice and tall for your crescent lunge. See if you can play around with straightening out that left leg as you find this nice sturdy stance. Another inhale. As you exhale, take that back leg in a few inches and rotate the back heel down, straighten out the front leg. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, take a dive down, hinging from the hips. You can take the hands down onto the floor or to a shin. You can also place 2 hands on your blocks for pyramid pose. Once you have your balance here, you can let your head drop. Let the tension in the neck drop. And fold over that front leg. From here, let's come up on an inhale, come up halfway, and take your left hand over to the right side of the foot or to the block on the outside. Twist your torso and take your right hand to your hip. Looking up at the sky. You can stay here or take that right hand up as you reach up. Last inhale. And exhale, the hand comes back to the hip. We rotate back down into our pyramid pose. Place both blocks off to the side, bend into the front knee, send the left leg back, and then you send the right leg back. Go through a vinyasa, lowering the knees, lowering the chest. Inhale, come up low cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, place it in between the hands and rise up, root to rise. Reach the arms up, tall. Finding your balance. Finding your stability here. See again if you can play around with straightening out that back leg, stretching out the right hip flexor. Another inhale. And as you exhale, let's take that back foot in a couple inches, rotate the back heel down, straighten out the front leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips as you take a forward fold. The hands can come down to the mat, to your shin, or place hands on your blocks. Once you've found that position, let's see if we can let the upper back drape down over the left leg, finding a good hamstring stretch. Finding presence here as we bow down. Let any tension in the shoulders go. Let any tension in the neck go. Softening in. On your next inhale, let's come up halfway. And now take your right hand over to the left block or the left side of your foot. From there, you can take your left hand to your hip and rotate your torso over towards the left. If this feels good, you're welcome to take the left hand up towards the sky, twisting, revolved triangle. One more inhale, and exhale. Take the hand back to the hip, rotate back down, and come back into your pyramid pose. Both hands on blocks, your shin or the floor. Place the blocks off to the side, bend into that front leg, extend the back leg, extend the left leg. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Come up into a low cobra and press the hips back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you can lower the knees down and sit back onto your heels. Take your hips off to the side and then place both feet together for Badakanasana. Soles of the feet together, knees open up nice and wide. Hands can come to your ankles or the insides of your feet. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Five breaths here as we take this forward fold. Reminding ourselves to ground down. And on your next exhale, slowly roll back up. Place your hands on your thighs and take your knees together. Extend both feet out in front of you for Dandasana, staff pose. Hands can come right to your side. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, walk the hands forward. Drape over the legs, Paschimottanasana. Take another cycle of breath. And as you exhale, walk your hands back up. Let's take the right knee in towards the chest. Left hand comes back behind you. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. And then you take the elbow to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, can you twist and look behind you? Twisting over to the left. Enjoying the space, the scenery, finding presence in the imagery. On your next exhale, you can rotate back through center and then take that leg back out in front of you. Twisting over to the other side, left knee in towards the chest. Right arm reaches back behind you. Reach the left arm up tall. Bend at the elbow as it comes to the inside of the left thigh. We rotate Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist. Staying connected to our breath. Easeful inhales, easeful exhales. On your next exhale, you can rotate back through center. Send that leg out nice and long. And then scoot forward. Place your hands on your thighs as you gently come down onto your back. Send the left knee in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. And then let that go. Let's take the other leg in towards the chest. Another squeeze. And let that go. Take both knees in towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and start to rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back on the mat. You can also think about it as giving the earth a massage. And let that rock come to stillness. Open up the knees out wide and place your hands on your feet, the outsides of your feet. You can also place the hands on the shins. Sometimes I like to wrap my arms around my thighs. As you take this happy baby stretch, see if you can press your lower back down into the mat. Feel the length of your spine as you gaze up at the length of the trees. One more inhale. And exhale, you can bend the legs. Lower one leg out nice and long. And then you can extend the other leg out long. Flip the palms so they face up towards the sky. Roll the shoulders back. Shavasana. During Shavasana, you're welcome to close your eyes, but you can also keep your eyes open as you gaze up at the trees. And as you gaze up, let your forehead descend in between the eyebrows. Relax your mouth and your jaw. Can you relax the base of the tongue? The shoulders sink down into the ground. And that heaviness travels through the torso, all the way to the hips. As your hips root down, melts down into the earth. And that melting, it travels through the thighs, through the calves, into the ankles. Your feet are free as they dangle out at the sides. And we observe. Being here in this lovely moment. Allowing ourselves this moment of presence, of stillness. I'll leave you here in stillness for the next handful of minutes. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Send some energy into your fingers and your toes. And if you feel ready, roll over onto whatever side you prefer. Take a moment here and carefully press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Take both hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let's take a moment to honor ourselves for showing up for practice. Let's also take a moment to honor this space that we shared, honor the land we are practicing on. Send some gratitude to any healing benefits this practice may bring us, and let that gratitude ripple out into the world. I bow to you. Namaste. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone who joined.
Thanks so much for joining us, folks. Make sure to check back and see more upcoming live premieres. And now there's one person, unless I had my browser open twice, that joined us the entire time. And I'd love to get your thoughts and get your feedback. So if you'd like to go to yogistream.tv and just click on contact, I'd love for you to reach out to me and get your thoughts and feedback. And if anyone else has any thoughts or feedback, please let me know. Thank you so much, Jenna. Appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.